the Energy Audit, Policies, Act and the case studies. What we will cover in that one? What is the Energy Audit? What are the objectives of Energy Audit? What is the definition as per the Energy Act? Types of Energy Audit? Why to go for the Energy Audit? What Energy Audit offers to customer? How to practice Energy Audit? This is the upcoming area. Then what are the instruments that are used by the Energy Audit team? Then Energy Audit methodology, plant tour, plant inspection, plant analysis, identification and evaluation of energy conservation, economic analysis, preparation of final report, presentation to the top management, identification of energy conservation opportunities. Then is the benchmarking for energy performance indicators, benchmarking parameters, how to select that parameters for energy specific requirements, optimizing input energy requirement, fuel and energy substitution and case studies. Apart from that, we will also cover the ISO 50001, that is the PDCA cycle related to ISO 50001 and the latest policy and guidelines of BEE on the Energy Conservation Act. What is energy? Energy is the prime mover for any industrial growth. All of you know that without energy, none of us can survive. The share of energy in the manufacturing sector varies up to 40%. Energy may be in any form, whether it is a petroleum product, whether it is electricity, whether it is a biomass, any type of fuel is energy. Electrical and thermal energies are used in most of the industries. Electrical energy is used to run the various equipments, lighting equipment, motors, and other load consuming equipments. And the thermal energy relates to the, suppose water is heated in some process. That is the one part of the thermal energy, how to use that steam in the remaining activities or other activities. Efficient operation of equipment. Yes.
वो आपने जो बोला वो सोलर थर्मल एनर्जी है ना?
Sir, it is not solar, any form of thermal energy. You have to save that thermal energy and use in some other operation. For example, in boilers you can produce the steam. One activity of the steam is to produce the electricity generation. Another activity you can use the same steam with the reduced temperature for other applications. This is the use of the thermal energy.
steam मतलब वो जो steam गैस है उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं?
Yes.
जो उसमें जो पार्टिकल जो फिल्ट्रेशन वगैरह होता है वैसे करते हैं.
Yes, yes. Any other activity you can use with the help of the steam or any flue gas also. If you are using the thermal power plant, flue gas can be used. Energy can be taken from that flue gas to heat the water.
वहाँ से तो जो को जनरेशन में होता है वो भी तो एक टाइप के दो टाइप का जनरेशन हो रहा है ना?
दोनों में आप कर सकते हैं. Any type of thermal energy you can use.
Okay.
Next is energy conservation. Why energy conservation is required? It encourages the consumer to use energy more efficiently. Results, reduced energy consumption. The important thing is without sacrificing the comfort. That means you have not to switch off your ACs when the temperature is high. Convenience and productivity. You need not to lose your productivity. You have to implement your energy performance or energy management in such a way your comfort, your convenience and productivity should not be reduced. This is the conservation potential at present in our country for the different that is the designated consumers. For example, in cement, at present the potential is 10 to 15% and the production cost percentage is 34.9. For aluminium, it is 8 to 10 and the production cost percentage is 34.2. For ceramics, it is 15 to 20 and the production cost percentage is 33.7. For glass industry, it is 15 to 20 and the production cost is 32.5. For pulp paper, it is 20 to 25% potential saving is there and the total cost of the production cost is 22.8. In fertilizers, it is 10 to 15 and 18.3. Iron and steel industry, it is 8 to 10% and production cost roughly it is 15.8, petrochemicals 10 to 15, and production cost is 12.7, textile 20 to 25 and 10.9%, sugar 25 to 30%, and 3.4%, refineries it is 8 to 10% and 1% of the total production cost. These are all the designated consumers as per the Energy Conservation Act 2001, which are notified by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. These are the conservation potential that is available for conserving the energy. Now, what are the key drivers? How the motivation comes from the energy management? Their key drivers includes, one is the organization that in which you are working or you are the job area. Another key driver is financial, environmental and productivity. Financially, you have to implement, you require some budget for improving the best practices of the energy management. That means the organization has to support the key driver, that is the financial key driver, then environmental key driver and the productivity key driver. Now financial, the need to improve the competitiveness by reducing the cost of operation of production of goods. That means you have to use the latest technology, you have to use the latest machinery in producing the final product, and you have to use the energy efficient equipments. In productivity, a related consideration wherein the overall efficiency of the organization is optimized. You have to use your energy in such a way that it can lead to a minimum production cost related to the energy. How you can save that energy? That is the productivity linked. Then is the environmental. Nowadays it is we have signed the pact, that is the climate change, and so many conferences at global level are going on the sustainable and climate change issues, and this is the another factor that is key driver for the energy efficient projects or energy efficient movement, that is addressing the impact of the energy production and consumption on the environment, particularly the climate change arising from GHG emissions, that is the greenhouse gas emissions. That's why you see that power plants nowadays that is becoming super critical, that is more than 660 megawatt and above. All small power plant, that is the 100 megawatt, 200 megawatt, they have become the obsolete because of the agreement signed by the government of India at the national and international levels globally. Now another three key elements which can improve the energy efficiency, that is the technical, another one is the people, third one is the organization. Both these three key factors, these are key elements are interrelated, without which none can achieve the goal of energy efficiency. If people are not supportive, you are not able to achieve the goal of energy efficiency. If people are not technical competent, then again the purpose of the energy efficiency is forfeited. Similarly, if organization is not supportive, or you can say that the top management is not supportive, then again also the purpose of getting the energy efficiency programs implemented is forfeited. Now technical, the energy consuming devices and systems that use energy efficiently or inefficiently. You have to identify, you should be technical competent, what are my equipments which are consuming the more energy, what are the equipments which are consuming the less energy, and how can I improve that process. That for that the technical competence is required, and for that technical manpower is needed, which are trained and which are efficiently do the calculations and other activities. Then is the organization, the structure and the management systems that can support or hinder the achievement of energy efficiency goals. For example, if the top management is not cooperative, then you are not able to achieve the goal of energy efficiency. Sometimes what happens is there are few factors which involve the no cost elements that management is ready to implement. But whenever the cost is coming, management says defer it for the some time and we will implement later on. First prove what are the economic savings and other benefits from this investment of the cost. So that means organization support is must, that is needed for the energy efficient projects. And is the people, the personal values, attitude, practices of individual in the organization that can impact on the energy efficiency. Whenever we go, for example, In the organizations, there are a lot of banners and other things related to the energy efficiency that were painted or written somewhere or pasted somewhere. You have to switch off your lights, but people don't do that. That you have to inculcate the habit in them that you have to switch off the lights whenever you go outside. Nowadays, sensors are also coming. When you go out of that particular room, the electricity of that room is switched off. So this is another area that relates to the people training, how to implement the standard, that is the energy efficiency standard, and how to achieve the goal of energy efficiency. These are the three key elements, that is the technical, organization, and people. Next is the technological solutions. There are many things. Your process may be obsolete, your process may be inefficient, it is consuming more energy. The people working in the organization in the technical field must be aware of the new technological solutions that are coming to improve the process. Technological solutions alone don't achieve maximum energy savings and are less likely to be sustained in the long term. You have to verify your process, what process you are using in the industry. On verification of that, you have to find out the technical resources or technical solutions. How can I do that job in a effective manner or efficient manner? Then you have to implement that process in your organization and to achieve the energy efficient goal. Then focus on people alone. Their awareness on energy efficiency, attitude towards energy use, and knowledge related to energy systems can achieve significant and sustainable savings. If people are aware of the methods, people are aware of the standards, they have zeal to improve, then only the energy efficient goal can be achieved. Otherwise, this can't be achieved. If you implement all other factors, management is supportive, you have latest technology available with you, but if people are not supportive, whole purpose of saving, or you can say that energy efficient savings, is forfeited. That means people plays a significant role. They must aware, they must give, the organization must give training to them for enhancing the energy efficiency in the organizations. Combination of above two approaches will likely yield the optimum result. If any one of the two things are missing, then the goal can't be achieved. That means we have to make a balance on the people as well as the technical solutions so that the optimum result to be achieved. Now, what is energy audit? Any idea? Anyone can speak. What is energy audit? Anyone from who are attending the
audit?
Sir, actually, it is the assessment or it is the analysis of energy flow in a system aimed for reducing the energy input.
Okay. So how we can go about the energy audit? What are the key elements that are required
Sir,
for
actually,
energy?
in power distribution, the key elements, first you have to make a plan how we are going to reduce it. For this, you have to make a proper survey from where the losses will be occurred. Losses in the form of theft or in the form of...
I differ from your view. You are correct, but I differ from your view if I say the energy audit. First thing that you have to know, what is the process you are adopting. If you are not clear about the process, then you are not able to achieve the energy audit.
Exactly, sir.
So remaining part is okay. Now we come to the energy management, that is the energy audit introduction. Basically, it is the management of energy. Now, how we can manage the energy? First important parameter is the planning. That is, it includes planning and operation of energy related production and consumption units. What is your planning? For example, if I was working as a production engineer in some organization, I have to make so and so samples, say 100 samples a day. I have to, for making that 100 samples, I have to consume some portion of energy. Maybe it may be fuel, it may be electricity, any form of energy that is required. So the purpose of the production engineer, not only to see that 100 units are produced, but also to see what is my planning related to the operation of the energy or fuel. Energy here means fuel and this electricity both, not only the electricity. That means Energy management includes planning and operation of energy related production and consumption units. Energy management is the proactive. Why it is called proactive? Anyone? Proactive, organized and system coordination of procurement, conversion, distribution and use of energy to meet the requirements taking into account environmental and economic objectives. Because in the short term, if you see, you are not able to see what is my savings. That's why it is called as the proactive approach. You implement one process today for the benefit of the organization, or you can say that for energy efficiency program, but the results you get later on. It is the proactive approach. Proactive approach means all the factors that are related to procurement of the energy, conversion of the energy, distribution of energy and use of energy to meet the requirements, taking into the account environmental and economic objectives. If all these parameters are to be considered, then only the purpose of energy management is there, otherwise it is not there.